The internet is a vast and mysterious place. Most people only see the surface, the clear web. But beneath the surface lies a hidden world, the dark web. It's a place of anonymity and secrecy. It's also a breeding ground for illegal activities. The dark web holds a certain allure. It whispers promises of forbidden knowledge and hidden truths. It attracts those curious about its mysteries and dangers. The dark web is not for the faint of heart. It's a dangerous place where criminals operate with impunity, but it's also a fascinating place that offers a glimpse into the dark underbelly of the internet. Let's delve into the dark web, separating fact from fiction. The dark web has its roots in good intentions. It all began with a vision to create a secure and anonymous way for people to communicate over the internet. The US Naval Research Laboratory developed the technology in the 1990s. This was a time when the internet was still in its infancy, and the potential for both good and bad was just beginning to be understood. The goal was to allow for anonymous communication. Researchers wanted to ensure that sensitive information could be shared without the risk of interception or exposure. This was especially important for dissidents and whistleblowers living under oppressive regimes. In many parts of the world, speaking out against the government or exposing corruption could lead to severe consequences. They needed a way to communicate securely and without fear of reprisal. The technology provided a lifeline for those who risked their lives to share the truth. This technology, known as Tor, the onion router, layered encryption upon encryption. Each layer added a new level of security, making it incredibly difficult for anyone to trace the communication back to its source. It bounced communications around a global network of volunteer servers. These servers were located all over the world, creating a complex web of connections that further obscured the origin and destination of the data. This made it extremely difficult to trace the origin or destination of the communication. The anonymity provided by Tor was revolutionary, offering a new level of privacy and security for internet users. While Tor was intended for good, it didn't take long for criminals to see its potential. The same features that protected activists and whistleblowers also provided a shield for those with malicious intent. The anonymity provided by Tor was a perfect cover for illegal activities. Criminals quickly realized they could operate with little fear of being caught, leading to a surge in illicit online behavior. Soon, the dark web was born. This hidden part of the internet became a haven for illegal activities. Far removed from the prying eyes of law enforcement, it became a marketplace for drugs, weapons, and stolen data. The dark web's anonymity and lack of regulation made it the perfect environment for a wide range of criminal enterprises to flourish. Accessing the dark web is not as simple as typing a URL into your browser. It requires specialized software, most commonly Tor. Tor masks your IP address and routes your traffic through its encrypted network. Even with Tor, navigating the dark web is not straightforward. Websites on the dark web use complex addresses that are not easily memorized. These addresses often change frequently. This makes it difficult for law enforcement to track down illegal activity. Finding what you're looking for on the dark web often requires specialized search engines. These search engines index the hidden corners of the dark web. Payment on the dark web is usually done with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Cryptocurrencies offer an additional layer of anonymity. The dark web has been linked to countless cybercrimes. It's a hidden part of the internet that isn't indexed by traditional search engines, making it a breeding ground for illegal activities. From drug trafficking to illegal arms sales, the dark web is a hub for all sorts of nefarious deeds. One notorious example is the Silk Road Marketplace. This online black market was a haven for buying and selling illegal drugs, forged documents, and even hitman services. It operated from 2011 to 2013, during which it facilitated thousands of illegal transactions. It was a black market for drugs, weapons, and other illegal goods. The anonymity provided by the dark web allowed users to conduct these transactions without fear of being caught. The FBI seized the site and arrested its alleged founder, Ross Ulbricht, who was operating under the pseudonym Dread Pirate Roberts. His arrest marked a significant victory in the fight against cybercrime. Another example is the Ashley Madison data breach in 2015. This website, which catered to people seeking extramarital affairs, became a target for hackers. Hackers stole the personal data of millions of users from the infidelity website. The breach exposed sensitive information, including names, addresses, and even credit card details. They threatened to release the data unless the website was shut down. This created a wave of panic among the users, many of whom feared the exposure of their private lives. The data was eventually leaked, causing significant embarrassment and reputational damage. Many users faced personal and professional consequences as a result of the breach. These are just two examples of the many cybercrimes that have been linked to the dark web. From identity theft to human trafficking, the dark web is a hotbed of criminal activity. The anonymity and secrecy provided by the dark web make it an ideal haven for criminals. Law enforcement agencies around the world are constantly working to combat these threats, but the battle is far from over. Section 5. Hitmen and red rooms separating fact from fiction. The dark web is often portrayed in popular culture as a place where you can hire hitmen and watch live torture in red rooms. These depictions are fueled by movies, TV shows, and sensational news stories that thrive on shock value and fear. While there have been some isolated cases of hitmen being hired on the dark web, these are extremely rare. Law enforcement agencies around the world have cracked down on such activities, making it increasingly difficult for these services to operate. Most hitman for hire sites are scams or law enforcement stings. These sites often lure in unsuspecting individuals only to have them arrested or defrauded of their money. The reality is far less glamorous and far more dangerous than what is often depicted. The concept of red rooms is largely a myth. These supposed live-streamed torture sessions are a staple of horror fiction but lack credible evidence in the real world. There is no evidence that such things exist. Investigations and expert analyses have repeatedly debunked these claims, showing them to be more fiction than fact. The idea of red rooms plays on our deepest fears and makes for sensational stories. These tales captivate audiences and generate clicks, but they distort the reality of what the dark web truly is. However, the reality is that the vast majority of illegal activity on the dark web revolves around more mundane things like drug trafficking and data theft. These activities, while less sensational, pose significant risks and challenges to law enforcement and society. While hitmen and red rooms might be largely fiction, the dangers of the dark web are very real. Cybercriminals exploit the anonymity of the dark web to engage in a variety of illegal activities, from selling stolen data to distributing illegal substances. It's important to separate fact from fiction and understand the true nature of the threats that exist. By doing so, we can better prepare ourselves to navigate the complexities of the digital world and protect ourselves from real dangers. Section 6. The deep web versus the dark web. Understanding the difference. The terms deep web and dark web are often used interchangeably, but they are not the same thing. The deep web refers to any part of the internet that is not indexed by standard search engines. This includes online banking portals, cloud storage services, and private forums. The deep web is vast. It's estimated to be hundreds of times larger than the surface web. The dark web is a small subset of the deep web. It is intentionally hidden and requires specific software like Tor to access. While the deep web is mostly benign, the dark web is where you find most of the illegal activity. Section 7. The perils of curiosity, dangers lurking in the shadows. The allure of the unknown can be strong, but curiosity about the dark web can be dangerous. The dark web is home to criminals who are skilled at exploiting vulnerabilities. Simply browsing the dark web can expose you to malware, phishing scams, and other threats. Sharing personal information on the dark web is extremely risky. It can lead to identity theft, doxing, or even physical harm. Law enforcement agencies are also actively monitoring the dark web. Visiting illegal marketplaces or engaging in illegal activities can have serious legal consequences. While the dark web can be a source of information and a platform for free speech, it's crucial to approach it with extreme caution. Section 8. Stay safe. Tips for online security. Whether you're venturing into the deep web or just browsing the surface web, practicing good online security is essential. Use strong, unique passwords for all your accounts. Enable two-factor authentication whenever possible. Be wary of phishing scams. Don't click on links in emails or messages from unknown senders. Keep your software updated. Security updates often include patches for known vulnerabilities. By following these tips, you can minimize your risk and stay safe online. Section 9. Conclusion. A realm of shadows and light. The dark web is a complex and often misunderstood part of the internet. It's a place of shadows and anonymity, but it's also a place where criminals operate and dangers lurk. Understanding the difference between the deep web and the dark web is crucial. It's important to be aware of the risks involved in exploring these hidden corners of the internet. While the dark web may hold a certain allure, it's best to err on the side of caution. The risks far outweigh any potential benefits. By practicing good online security and being aware of the dangers, we can navigate the digital world safely and responsibly.